taking time out of your busy schedule to go ahead and do this interview. A lot of students, they have required classes, you know, as set out by whatever they need, in terms of like whatever they need to graduate, they have to take certain classes. But because there were so many people, you know, that were admitted to the university this year, they're not able to take those classes. And some of those classes are only offered freshman year, and if they don't take them, they don't graduate. But professors are, for some reason, they're still allowed to bar students from taking these classes. If there's what advice would you give to anyone who needs to take a certain class and they're not being allowed to take that class?
Someone cannot say take a course because the course is not offered. That every effort will be made, you know, for some, you know, on a case-by-case basis.
So they should come see you directly.
You should come see the dean or the dean's representative regarding this.
I personally, when I went to register for classes online, there were certain courses that they said I had to take, and they provided a scheme basically for how I could graduate. When I came into the economics department, they told me that, oh, what was online, that was incorrect. You need to do this, this, and this if you really want to graduate on time. What can we do, or what is being done to kind of revamp the Howard EDU website, especially the co-op section of that website, so that students can better navigate?
But we try very hard to make sure that what's on the web represents, you know, what exists, you know, outside. And when changes are made, we try to update the web. Although you know the courses that you need to take, every undergraduate student should have an advisor. And if you don't have an advisor, you should go to your department to be assigned an advisor.
This summer, when we were registering for courses, or attempting to register for courses online, we didn't know who our advisor was. And I called the school and tried to ask, and there's so much confusion, so much, like, I guess, disorganization, that they couldn't even tell me who my advisor as an economics student was.
Okay, but now, did you call the economics department?
I did, and I couldn't even get through. I mean, I know who my advisor is now.
Right, okay, but then you did not. Okay, well, now we have to do something about that.
Do you have any advice for students who were purged? Because as you know, 530-something students were purged this year. So, if there's any students who were purged that are listening to this, that are trying to get back into the university, is there any advice whatsoever that you could offer them?
Many of the people can't get it together. You know, just don't have it to get it together. And they are part of this group that's, you know, not allowed, you know, to stay. But there are some people who come August 1st who don't have it, the finances straight August 1st, who do get it straight by September the 20th. Now, the number of these people, I don't know. I don't know what percentage. See, I always hear of the ones who didn't get it together. But I'm just trying to just tell you, you know, that this contributes, you know, to this. Now, I'd like to just ask you, should we continue this, or should this be stopped? You know, allowing people, say other schools say by, say, July 20th. I'm just going to just pick a date, July 20th. But it has to be at least before you come, you have to have your finances in place. When I say finances in place, you know, you either have your money to pay, you know, your bill for the semester, or you've made arrangements approved by the university to pay your bills by, you know, when you come. Or should you give the additional time?
I think the additional time is very important because it can make the difference in somebody's life. Like, it's a small amount of time, and maybe, you know, they won't be able to do it. But if you could just give them that shot, you know, to maybe get this money, it could make a huge difference to that person. That time is invaluable to them.
Well, I agree. See, I agree with this. However, with the purge thing, but you have to realize that some people are not going to be able to do it even with the additional time. And so you're going to have you would have these purges. Now the way to get away from the purges is don't give the people the additional time. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't give them the additional time. So in other words, you just simply say, August 1st, you have your monies, here all the monies you need, or you made arrangements so that we know, that the university knows that the money is going to come in, all right, by August 1st. About this date, whether or not they should be able to come back, now that's a management decision regarding that.
Well, thank you very much for
Okay.
your time. This is Dean Donaldson. Could you just briefly tell them how they could possibly get in touch with you, anyone who wanted to?
My email is jdonaldson@howard.edu.